Who am I doing? Taurus. Hi, Taurus. Sorry. I literally just named the file and forgot. Okay, well, that's coming out. Page of Swords, communication, electronic communication. I guess that's most of our communication anyway. Yeah, new messages. This could be anything. We'll have to see what the other cards are, what the messages are surrounding. Are they about work? Are they about, oh, Wheel of Fortune? They could be about work. Things are changing. New things are being implemented. New opportunities are coming. New love opportunities are coming. Things are turning in your favor. Things are turning to the point where you'll have a new emotional beginning. I guess I'm just jumping into the reading. My goodness. The bottom of the deck is the Seven of Wands. So if you want to make a change, I feel like you will have some resistance from, who knows, people in your life. Family, significant other, friends, who knows. But there's going to be some resistance, and you may feel compelled to explain yourself, defend yourself. The Seven of Wands says you don't need to defend yourself. You don't owe that to anyone. So if you want to make a change in your life, obviously, if you're with someone and you've decided to, and you live with someone, you decide to move to California and take a job, well, you need to talk to them about that. But there are a lot of things we get really defensive about, and we give our power away, and we feel we have to explain ourselves to people that really don't have a vote and don't have a say. So this card just says no is a complete sentence. Just state it as a fact. There's no need to provide your reasoning or say, yeah, I know it's risky. I know it's like, you don't owe an explanation to anyone. And if someone is making you feel that you need to explain yourself to them you may be with someone that maybe is a little jealous. Yeah, someone who's maybe emotionally manipulative. Maybe they mope. Maybe they don't like you having friends, especially if you have like friends of the same sex. I'm getting a jealousy vibe, which is more like the Three of Swords, but I'm getting a jealousy vibe. And I feel like maybe you're always feeling like you have to explain yourself to someone. And defend yourself. And I think that's getting really old. So if there is someone in your life I think that's going to be eclipsed out. Oh, I didn't tell you about the moons. So Taurus, we have on June 5th a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius. And on June 24th, on the solstice, we have the new moon in the sign of Cancer. So you may be eclipsing a person out of your life if you are with someone or interact with someone. It's always you feel like you're having to explain yourself. Like it's getting to the point where you have to stop and think. It's like, why do I have to explain myself to this person? Or do they not, like, what is this relationship? Do I need to have this relationship? How can we either talk and work through it? But I can't live where I'm constantly explaining myself to someone else or defending myself or not doing anything wrong, but feeling like I have to constantly reassure this other person. And if I run out to the store, explain exactly where I'm going and who I'm going to see. And like, it's like, and sometimes these situations happen where you don't realize you've been trained by this other person because you want to keep their emotions. It could be a water sign, not necessarily, but you want to keep their emotions like stable. So you find yourself preemptively explaining to make them feel reassured. And it's all of a sudden you're going to stop and be like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I, like, how have I become where I'm in this relationship where there's such trust issues or such whatever it is that I'm spending, or Or if you're not doing things because you just don't want to deal with the fact that they're going to be like, who are you going with? When are you going to be home? They're going to constantly text you or call you when you're out. When are you coming home? Who's there? Like, oh my God, okay, you need to get away from this person because they're driving me crazy just channeling it. Yeah, that's a red flag. That's a red flag. And that person may be a really good person, but they still have some work to do before they can be healthy in a relationship. So you really have to think about if you want to take that on, because there is no guarantee that person's ever going to grow out of that. That could be because of a trauma, a deep-seated trauma that they can't deal with, and there's no guarantee they're ever going to. And it is hurting your quality of life. Excuse me, I'm sorry. So there could be some messages flying around. Maybe you're going to get a final message, or maybe you like are out with a friend and you have your phone face up, and this message comes through that maybe they see it, or maybe you show it to them, and the person's like, dude, what the fuck? Like, why are you dealing with this? That is like someone's able to get you to see it, to think about it in a different way. Because again, you slowly have been changing to basically walk on eggshells around this person to placate or to minimize their reaction to something. So that's changing. That's changing, and that will be communicated, I think, to the person. You don't want to, because you get in this cycle. To me, the Wheel of Fortune is that it's like a cycle of abuse. It's a cycle, it's a pattern. And that's someone else. If you get, I mean, it could be you too, with your own, who knows? Maybe that's the way you felt like you had to be with your parents or something. And now, so on some level, I think it's like you're both reliving a cycle, but you're ready to break free from that cycle. You're ready to examine that and move on. You don't like everything's great, the makeup sex, and then here we go, the person's spiraling out of control, and then you're here trying to reassure them, and then things get better, and then things are great, and it's just like, on and on. And you just want to live in the center. You just want to be centered and grounded. You don't want the fucking drama anymore. Ugh, the drama. Drama. Yeah. So that cycle of drama is coming to an end. My card's really kind of messed up there. And then you were so relieved. It was something, I think even breaking up with this person is scary because they are so emotionally manipulative. So you may have to do some tough love, and you're not responsible for this person's emotional well-being on every level, on really on any level, honestly. But you just need to be honest and let them know. It could be a business partner. It could be someone you interact with outside of a love relationship. I feel like a lot of you is a love relationship. You're gonna be you're not gonna be able to believe how much energy you have once you've extricated, is that the right word, yourself from this situation. You're just going to be like, oh my God, you don't realize how much energy and emotion that just got pumped into this person that they just sucked from you. That you're just going to be like, oh my God, I have energy back. Like, I'm not an unhappy person. How did I become like this sort of, somehow you maybe had taken on their moods just because they were just so high maintenance and just a lot to handle, that you will have all this energy back. I'm sorry, I'm distracted, to do things. And it's really going to be a huge learning, spiritual growth moment of your life this month of June, and these eclipses, eclipsing out the type of dysfunction, even if it, I mean, that was more of an example than anything of eclipsing out those types of dysfunctional relationships, and really realizing how much time and energy goes into those that you just kind of get conditioned to and don't even realize, but you're going to be seeing it, and you're not going to be willing to spend your precious energy on that. You're going to focus on what you need to do to, why did I allow myself to get into that situation? Why am I so codependent? Why, you know what I mean? Um, and let them, that's their business, right? This is your business. And move forward, just energized. You almost may feel guilty about it because you're just gonna be like, oh my God. And you're really gonna have to fight the codependency of, because I feel like this person will not let go easily. And so you may have to block them and delete them. There may be drive-bys, there may be showing up crying. So you're going to have to, this is that emotional manipulation. I used to do that when I was younger. What a handful. Like in my late teens and 20s, especially, yeah. Okay, so anyway, they have a lot of growing up to do, and we all have to go through it, and it's not your job to learn their lesson for them. In fact, you can't. So, okay, Leo. I'm not doing Leo. I'm doing Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Thank you. I hope you have a really great month. Take care.